First, I'd just like to thank everybody for coming today. And didn't know if I want to do this, but I've had a lot of requests, and I think I owe a few thank yous. I know I do. And starting with the Knox family, who brought me here as a 19-year-old player. I still have the invitation to training camp in a book. That started in 1979, and they gave me an opportunity to play. They gave me an opportunity to coach, and I'm indebted to their family for bringing me here. To the Regas family, who in ownership change kept me, believed in me. I want to say thanks to Tom Golisano and Larry Quinn and Dan DePolfi, again through another ownership change. I'm going to skip when the league owned us. Just a great big thank you for, Larry actually in our first conversations when I'd said to him, maybe it's time to leave, and he had said no. He said we can get this right, and we had 2 great years, and I think that if our defense didn't get beat up against Carolina, we might have been where we wanted to be. And now to the recent ownership, who I'm indebted to, and I think we have the best ownership in the league. Just a great big thanks to Terry and Kim, and what they've done for our team, for our city. I think the people understand. I think our fans understand. I think you guys understand what great ownership we have here. It is truly first class, and my biggest disappointment is not getting it done for them. And just washing through everything the last 24 hours. It's the biggest disappointment I have. We'll get it right here. You've got to trust him, because he's a competitor. He's a fabulous guy to be around, and it'll get done right. I know it's painful right now, but it'll get done. And for me, it's just it's a great big thanks for giving me the opportunity in this last couple of years since Terry and Kim have taken over. To Darcy, who I'm indebted as a head coach, because I know through 16 years, there's probably 99% of the GMs in the league would have whacked the coach at a certain time. We went through some tough stretches where he believed in me and said, you can get these guys through it. He's a good friend. He's a great hockey man. We went through a lot together, and I'm indebted to him for entrusting me in a lot of tough situations. To my fellow coaches that I've worked with, to the trainers, just a great big thank you. I've had a lot of great coaches come through here. Ripper and I have been together forever. Ripper's a good man. I think behind Rip, I think I'm second when it comes to wanting to bring that silver trophy to Buffalo. And he's been here since day one, and I feel bad that we're parting ways, and he wants nothing more than to win a cup for the city too. To all the players, past, current, past players, the reason a coach has success is he has players that play for him. Starting from day one when I got here, amidst all the turmoil, and wondering as a young coach whether I could get through it, whether I could get this group to believe in how we wanted to play and where we could get to. That was a special group. We had a special year. We turned that into a special 3 or 4 years, and came very close to capturing what we wanted to capture. To the players here now, they're a united group. I know that sometimes you guys think it's been divided. They're a very united group. They're in a place where they're trying to support each other, push each other. It's been hard. It's been painful. They're working hard at it. The leadership from Jason Palmanville and Ryan Miller, Thomas Vanek down, I know how they feel. I feel their pain at the same time. And it's hard. It's hard right now. But I think better days are right around the corner. And I owe a great big thanks to all those players from day one to now, from the Schmeliks and Zhidniks of the world, to Pekkas, to all our current players, the Breers, the Drurys, the players that have come and gone through the doors. You don't last this long without good players and good players playing good for you and scoring special goals. And I've had a lot of great memories. I've had memories of this building shaking when we beat Philly, when we beat them bad. I can remember sitting in my office and you could feel the building shaking, and it was incredible. So just a big thanks to all those players that I've had come through that dressing room. And last and most important is our fans, our season ticket holders, the people that have made this place real special for myself, my family. The fans of Western New York are number one, and they really came to the forefront when I dealt with my daughter's medical condition, and got us through a real tough time in our lives. And I know there's a thank you outside in the fence. I'd like to put my thank you right next to it, because it's a special group. It's a place that I call home, always will call home. I don't feel like I have anything to be ashamed of or any regrets. Western New York is where I'm going to live. And I love Western New York. So just thanks to all the fans over all these years. I owe you. You made this a special place to coach. I'm going to keep this quick. I'll answer maybe a couple questions, and that'll be it. Thanks. You know what? There's nothing right now. It's just letting things clear out, letting my head clear right now.
Would you like to continue coaching?
Oh yeah. Oh God, I miss it already. You know, I watched. Most people wouldn't, but I watched hockey the first night, and it's hard. It's a tough feeling. It's been a strange feeling, but I got to keep going. I love the game.
Take us through Wednesday. I know this had a tremendous impact on your family. Your son tweeted several times asking for support, asking for comments.
I told him to stay away from Twitter. I did, and you know what? He was trying to do something real nice. He's a great kid. It has been hard on him. Probably the most emotional was talking to my family. So I can walk you through Wednesday. I left here, and Darcy came out to my home. And when I saw him, I said, I know. I said, don't say you're sorry. I said, you've been my biggest backer all these years. I felt that, and I think you guys sensed it after Winnipeg, the frustration and I answered those questions honestly. I was embarrassed. I did see apprehension. I saw us going in the right direction in Boston, against Pittsburgh. And take that step back against Winnipeg was, it was like a kick in the gut for me. And you guys saw it. I saw it. I felt it. And so I just asked him. I just said, listen, I'd like to go see the team, thank them, thank the players. give them the news. And I said, you better give everybody else the news just before I give the team the news, because somebody will tweet or text before you get the news out. And he said he was fine with it, so I drove to the bus. Nobody knew, no coaches, no anybody, and I stepped on the bus, thanked him. Thanked him for all the work. We had a hard day. It was a great day of practice. We had a great meeting as a team. I'd actually met with some of the leaders that morning, and it was just deadly silent on the bus. And I walked off, and then the players had walked off and just said goodbye. So that's how it unfolded.
Talking to players yesterday, they said they felt like they let you down, Lindy. In all fairness to you, when you look at this roster, is there enough there to have the success that you're
I'm not
expected to have?
really. I'm not going to comment on the team. They didn't let me down. They gave what I asked. We had come to agreement on how we were going to approach the season, and they gave me all they had. The communication and the input from them to the coaches was awesome. They didn't. I've looked over it. I've gone over every game. I cleaned up my office. I grabbed all my notes. I've grabbed game notes. I've looked at all the games. I've looked at chances. I've looked how we lost. It's like I'm driving myself crazy. But when I was done, I said, we gave 3 games away. We could have been at 9-7 in a pretty good place, and instead we're at 6-10. And that does fall. I said this. That falls with me. We weren't good enough to get through a couple of those games. Some of it was system related. Some of it was mistake related. And I'm not going to get into all that. And I'm not going to get into the team because it isn't about that right now.
You mentioned you watched hockey. Did you watch the game last night?
I watched one period, and I found it incredibly strange, and I had to turn it off. It was something I wanted to, but I couldn't. I watched the night before I watched hockey. I watched the Pittsburgh-Philly game, and then I watched a little bit of a later game. But I'm going to watch. I couldn't get through last night. It was incredibly strange. So I just again I want to thank everybody. I want to thank all of you. I know that you guys have been total professionals with me, and I know sometimes we've butted heads a little bit. John, you and I got along most of the time. So if you've been wondering what I've been up to, I've been driving around from Tim Hortons to Tim Hortons, rolling up the rim right now. So thanks.